everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Trevor Siemian's Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Siemian.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on third down, Siemian. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Palmer on first down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Palmer now. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, 58 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports, that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were third overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had. Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Anderson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee up.
Anderson loses the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Palmer will throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Arizona's offense back onto the field. Earlier we were talking about the quarterback position, a big decision coming up on that spot. But, you know, Cardinal fans and fantasy football owners, I guess, so disappointed when David Johnson went down in the opener with a fractured wrist, wound up missing the season. That kind of got overlooked in 2017.
It certainly did, and it was the first big domino in why the Cardinals didn't really make a run at the playoffs this year, because of David Johnson's ability to run it and catch it and initiate all the offense that the Cardinals wanted to run. The defense still held up. Calais Campbell went to Jacksonville. The defense was still 6th in the league. But offensively, we're not nearly the same team.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They go play action now. Palmer eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jerron Brown, 71 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Dances by him. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Six yards to go here on second down. And now Lynch. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is third and long. Now Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. That one goes for 36 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing is Palmer. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Tenth carry now for Anderson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Let's go!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Following the penalty, Anderson fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Now Palmer back into his end zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw from his end zone, Palmer, and he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Palmer to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On first down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On second down, here's Palmer. Steps away to his left. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Palmer flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And Gresham has it left side. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Palmer flushed to his right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 44 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second down, here's Lynch. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is third and long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lynch. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run it again with Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball. Roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hours.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
And he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Sanders has it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. It's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On second down, Lynch. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Lynch. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. Third down here.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Third down, Lynch looking long for Thomas. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive. Game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down following the run. Defense showing blitz. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Lynch. And Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Carlos Dansby in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down.
Let's go.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On 2nd down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he's got Gresham. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Palmer apparently wants to throw it. Flush to his right. They fight, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Johnson, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, pulling up with the crew. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof.